nothing like Southern soul. Sweeter than a jelly roll. Make you wanna trust zero. Ain't nothing like Southern soul.
Hello, everybody, and welcome from Atlanta and around the world to the Southern Soul House Party. That's the Southern Soul House Party every Monday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And you're tuned into Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. That's Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. You can tune in on the app. You can download Alexa. You can just dial Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. This is the fastest growing station in the nation and around the world where you can get your fill of great Southern Soul music and awesome interviews of your favorite artists 24/7, 365 days of the year. I am your host, OC Soul with Atlanta Show Band, and I'm here with our visionary, our operation manager, our co-host, Brother Earl Z. Pearl, and Chell won't be with us today, but however, we will continue on in her absence.
Yeah, man.
Ladies and gentlemen. Yes.
I feel so good that you bring me in like that. So good.
Man.
Feels so good.
It absolutely does, brother.
It does.
Absolutely.
And wait a minute,
Yeah.
OC. I want to tell you that this is a special occasion because we just went over 9,500 listeners today. So thank you, Southern Soul family.
Can we get some more
Thank you.
hand clap? Yeah. See, I didn't even know that. Brother Earl, celebration time. Everybody post something in your favorite cup and let's post up. Yeah.
Now, well, wait a minute, OC. How you doing?
And you know, Brother Earl, if I was doing any better, you'd have to do what?
Call the police and arrest you.
Call the police.
And arrest
Somebody
you.
call the police.
You made that famous,
right,
OC.
I'm
You
right
really
there.
did. You made that famous.
I mean, and you know, hey, Brother Earl, but you really brought it out, though. You know, 'cause, I mean, you've been doing this thing, and can't nobody do it better than you.
Oh,
I tried it on a few folks, and they're like, they dropped the ball and stuff. Call the police. Ooh, what?
Oh, scary. The police. See, police supposed to protect and serve. They supposed to be our friends. They ain't our enemies. Not really.
Well. We'll get into that on another show.
Pop me upside the head. Okay, OC. And move on. Okay. Then pop me upside the head.
No.
All right.
Hey,
Police are our
I just
enemies.
think
Okay.
that might be, no, I'm not going to say that. That might be some differing opinions from some of our listeners. You know, we always like to include them in whatever we're doing and talking about, So, hey, I just...
I remember when you did that to Jeter Jones. He was an Army policeman. And when you did that to Jeter Jones, you should have heard what he said in the background. I was just listening. He said, "Oh, Lord."
No, what did he say?
Jeter Jones said, "Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord." Because he was an MP.
Hey, I could... Right.
He was.
Right. He's definitely a military guy. Yeah. And we were actually together last night. And we're going to be talking about that, too. What's going on and that sort of thing. And ladies and gentlemen, just let me say again, hey, welcome to the Southern Soul House Party. I want you to go and tell somebody, tell everybody, tell a stranger even that the Southern Soul House Party is kicking off, and there's no better place to be than right here with Brother Earl Z. Pearl and OC. Hey, look here, ladies and gentlemen, too. We're doing things a little bit different this time around. Sometimes you have to do because of circumstances and some things that are a little bit beyond your control. We had actually scheduled to have another guest on. And unfortunately, our guest could not get on. And these are, these just real life and sometimes things do happen in real life that we can't control. But we are going to get him on at a future date. And that guest, ladies and gentlemen, as some of you do know, is our brother, Not Enough. Not Enough. It's spelled Knottenuff. And you really got to hear this brother. So we will be making that announcement. He is a Southern soul singer with a great voice and a great style. And he comes from very humble beginnings, and I don't want to give his story away, Brother Earl. I like for, the artists to tell their story in their way, with their words.
I know, see, but he can't make it, so go ahead and give it to us. Give it to us. So see, he'll give us another story. He'll give us a story.
Well, this brother is actually like a lot of our other Southern soul artists that come from the church, and Brother Earl, maybe that's the reason too why Southern soul has so many of those gospel influences in the music. You hear that. You feel that. You feel like they might be taking us to church and that sort of thing. But it comes out of a sincere heart and an upbringing. Because as you know, Brother Earl, I'm a PK. I'm a preacher's son. And I know sometimes I might be talking or singing, and I might feel that certain thing that just emanates from my childhood and being in church. With my dad and my brothers and sisters and all of that, but it is an awesome thing, I think, and it contributes so well to what is currently going on today with the music and everything. Of course, with Southern soul, you ask the question, what is it? And you tend to get a variety of answers. As a matter of fact, last night we were kind of going to that. And what we find out is that some folks don't really know. It's feel good music, but you hear all those things, in terms of church. Not only church, you feel a little R&B in there. How about a little blues? How about a little country? Just raw country. That's in some of it, and some of it manifests in a particular song, a little more clearly than say in another song you listen to, but it's all under that Southern soul umbrella. So if I had to just say, or try to answer the question, or to give you something that's brief and to the point, because folks are asking you, friends are asking you, you like Southern soul, so what is that? What is that music? And what is that sound? And, I just have to say, look, it's a little bit of all that music that we've loved for a long time. That good old R&B, that good old blues, that good old church house music. Some of it got a little hip hop, and some you'll hear it's got a little rap in it. But I guarantee you, it definitely has something there for everybody, and it is becoming more clear to more people now, Brother Earl, that Southern soul is the fastest growing genre of music that's around today, the fastest growing genre of music, which is amazing, because I can think just a few years back when I would tell folks about Southern soul, nobody knew who it was, and other folks saying, well, if you play it or put it on, they're not going to play it above the Mason-Dixon line, and if you try to sneak it up there, you're going to have to change the name and call it this other thing, soul blues or something like that. But you can't go in there saying Southern soul. Now, Brother Earl, when we look and we see and we hear, we've got people who are going from coast to coast, Southern soul artists doing their thing, performing. The music is played from coast to coast. And Brother Earl, we here on Southern Soul, ATLFM, are playing all the way around the world. All the way around the world. This year, I've been to 2 countries in Africa and listened to Southern Soul on this station, Southern Soul, ATLFM.com in Africa. I just got back a couple of weeks ago from Puerto Vallarta in Mexico. And Southern Soul is playing on this station, Southern Soul ATLFM.com. So you really don't have an excuse for not listening or being able to listen, because you can get this 24/7, 365 days of the year. And I'll tell you something, it don't get no better than that. And people that I turn on to the station, or those who are sharing with friends and family, it's almost like a brand new joy toy in a way, brand new Christmas toy. It's like, look what I found. Just something very quickly too, Brother Earl. I was visiting a friend. We were out on the deck, the back deck, and the neighbor right behind him had the music just kicking. I'm like, wait a minute, this is our kind of music. This is this familiar stuff. This is some Southern soul. And so I happened to see a lady in the backyard there. So I walked up to the fence, the privacy fence, and I'm kind of looking over the fence, and I'm like, hey, what's that music you're playing? She said, I don't know. I found this station, and I've been playing it ever since. It's just some good music. I said, that's Southern soul music, right? I say, and coincidentally, you are listening to Southern Soul ATLFM.com. Now, how coincidental is that, brother?
Wow. No,
but
that's something else there.
Yeah, for sure. But in terms of our guest, no, I'm not going to give a lot away about him, because I know he's got these things he wants to do, the stories he wants to tell. But you can find him on YouTube, social media, and that is our brother Not Enough, KNOTTENOUGH. I'm sorry, ENUFF is where you can find him at. And we'll be getting him back on, and we will be making that announcement for you guys. Always good when we have artists that we can bring on. And Brother Earl, your announcement is tremendous. I mean, I didn't even know that about the 9,500 listeners.
Man, we just did it. It just happened today, and I have another surprise for you as well. Of course, we sent.
I need to eat my popcorn.
Yeah, well, no, it's not that. I won't be that long, but you do have the email, the Southern Soul ATLFM.com keychains are out, and they're in that email. Yeah, the email that you got.
Oh
and
man,
we got
right,
keychains.
Man.
You got, and you got one, and we'll be offering them on that email that you see. And that you will see. And I'm excited about it, man. We've been working on it they're handmade. They have the logo on them. They'll last for years.
Oh, wow.
All leather.
Oh.
All leather.
Awesome. Well, I've got to have one, and everybody I know, I've got to tell them about it so that they can have one as well.
Absolutely.
And it's crazy because more and more, it's like every day I get more and more excited about what we're doing here, and our listeners and the value that we bring, and also too, Brother Earl, I'm sure you know because you've been part of all of this in terms of the Southern Soul House part in the Monday interviews that we do. We've interviewed over 50 artists to this point.
That's
over
awesome.
50 artists we've interviewed who all shared their story, and they've all brought some knowledge and wisdom that we all could use each and every time. And that's one of the things that makes me so excited too. And plus our listeners get to hear the voices and the stories directly from these artists, the artists that they love and the artists that they listen to all the time. And that's what makes this thing that we do so valuable. And they can kick back 24/7, and get a full injection of this stuff, which is awesome. And if it wasn't great music, Brother Earl, it would not be moving around the world the way that it is. I actually talked with someone I've established a relationship with over in London. He's in radio as well. And his first comments to me, and this was the first part of the year, he was saying, so Southern Soul, I'm hearing about Southern Soul. Exactly what is Southern Soul? I said, well, hang on a minute. I'm going to send you a little bit of something so you can get your feel of some great Southern Soul. So I saw something in my inbox here. I had a chance to read it yet, but I know it's something from him, and he's probably asking, for some more Southern Soul, so that they can get more involved on their station. And he was explaining the way that they do. They'll one would play, and one would recommend that the other play. But my thing is, hey, they can get their fill right here, Southern Soul, ATLFM.com. That's for sure. And Brother Earl, let's talk about, unless you got something right quick you want to interject, that's fine. Or any time that I'm talking here.
Right.
Since we're changing the format.
I heard that, just a little bit because of not enough, maybe not being able to make it. But I heard that you met Jeter Jones last night.
Yeah, that's wild. I ran into Jeter and his CEO, Jean Cream, excuse me, and also she was with Tasha Mack. So we all sitting there together, chatting it up and everything. And Jeter got an award, Radio and Records Award, and it was just an awesome event. Now Jeter, they were just coming back off of a cruise. They had been out for the whole week actually. So I'm thinking that Monday today, I think they're doing their traveling, going back home, down in Louisiana and stuff. But for you people who don't know, Jeter Jones is called, and he has the earned title of Trail Ride King. Kang is the way.
Kang, yeah.
We know exactly what he's talking about. Yeah. Very humble brother. If you ever meet him, a lot of his music, he needs no introduction. If you say Southern Soul, hey, you have to add Jeter Jones in there. So, so it was good to get to hang out with him. A number of people that were there got to hang out with. Karen White was there. She did a great performance. I mean, she just blew the roof off. And I have to give it up to Miss Debbie Ireland. Debbie Ireland is the one that's responsible for this thing. She's the executive director and making sure that this happens, and involved with the honorees and all the people that are there that are involved. And I'm going to post some things, Brother Earl, today. I didn't get a chance to stuff going on, but I'm going to be posting some things. I'm going to be posting some pictures and stuff like that for you guys to see. And I'm sure you can go to Debbie Ireland's site and see things as well. And also who was there, and I'm going to be posting this picture, is Michael Thurman. Michael Thurman was there. And he was saying that he was going to make an announcement. That
is the Camp County CEO, correct? The Camp County CEO?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And most folks that's been around here any period of time know who he is. So just as he was exiting out of the door, Mama Sita and I, she wanted to flag him down. She caught him right at the door. And so we thought we had a good conversation and took photos and everything. And, I've been wrestling with this. Should I let his secret out now, or should I wait and let him do it officially? But he did tell us. So I don't think it's that much of a secret. It is that. And if it is, then hey, here's the breaking news, Brother Earl. The breaking news is that Michael Thurman is going to be running for governor of Georgia. And you will hear the official announcement on Wednesday. Yeah.
So he's getting in the race, going up against Keisha Lance Bottoms.
Yeah. And everybody else. Yeah.
Wow.
So it's going to be interesting. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. But he was there. He gave a gracious speech, but he didn't divulge any of that. So, like I say, and I hope I'm not crossing any lines here by letting his secret out, or making an announcement before the announcement. But this is what we got from the horse's mouth.
Now, you know what? Oh, see, when you right on the fence with something like you just disclosed, what really smooths everything over, pardon me, is a check in the mail. Then he seems to forget a check in the mail because he's running for office, even if it's $5.
Yeah,
that'll smooth it over. He'll feel a lot better.
Yeah. Well, we talked to him a minute, and Mary, I mean, she was just really sharing with him too that she had so much appreciation for him already because his office directly helped us at one time. We were to travel outside of the country, and we didn't realize that our passports were about to expire. As a matter of fact, if we would have taken the trip, our passports would have expired while we were still on the trip. So we would have been stuck somewhere.
Wow.
And a friend of ours made the suggestion, contact his office. We contacted his office directly. And by the next day, everything was placed. Everything was done. This is no hype, and nobody's paying me to make this kind of statement. But for real, this is just and this is what our public service should be doing for us, right?
That's awesome. I mean, that's awesome. You come to the rescue like that, no questions asked, and dots, I's are dotted and T's are crossed. That's awesome, Michael Thurman. Great job, and we wish you success in running for governor. Yeah.
So we'll see what happens and stuff. But it was good being there with a great number of those folks. There was Ty Aston was there, and like I said, Debbie Ireland. She definitely put this thing together, and it's just it just flowed so well. And I have to say too, Angel Faye was there. Matter of fact, Angel Faye sat at our table. We had a conversation ahead of time, so she already knew that she was going to be sitting with us at our table. And Angel Faye she's just such an awesome person. I mean, and she's all over the place trying to help everybody all over the place. And she is so instrumental, Brother Earl, in helping to push the genre forward. She's actually been in talks with for some time now. I know she's been sharing with me. And I actually met one of the gentlemen that she's been in talks with in regards to the Grammys, making Southern Soul one of the genres for that. And so we had a brief discussion about that also. So all of you folks who are sitting on the fence and saying, oh, I don't know about Southern Soul, where's it going on, this and that or whatever, hey, Southern Soul is alive and well and doing well, and it's going by leaps and bounds every day. And the fact, Brother Earl, that you just made that announcement about our listeners is a testimony to what Southern Soul is doing, because that's all that we play on this station.
That's right.
That's all that we play.
Mm-hmm. That's it.
24/7.
Mm-hmm.
And if those numbers are growing, that means that that something is going on with Southern Soul that people like. I don't care what walk of life you are from. I'm an advocate. See, because Brother Earl, as we know, and I'm so appreciative of you too, because ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking to a brother, a guy who is so vested in the whole entertainment and music scene. You don't know his bio. Very extensive. He's the guy who trains the folks to do what so many of them are doing, and I mean, I have the highest regard for you, brother. And
thank you so much, man, for those kind words.
Oh man, because you're that guy. And ladies and gentlemen, he is the voice of the station. When you're listening to Southern Soul ATLFM.com, and when he's saying from Atlanta, Georgia, from St. Louis, from down in Dallas, Texas, and all of this stuff. And he's doing those commercials. This is the guy with the anointed tongue. He's the guy who bring about really. He's the guy who bring about the feel for the station. You can tune into a lot of places, but you won't get that certain very professional feel. Just a soothing voice that's just, puts the words out just like they need to be at the right time. And you know immediately that you got a professional on the phone. You don't have a rookie, somebody want to be, trying to be, and all of this. You have got Brother Earl, D. Pearl, and Sister Chell. She brings that honey because she's the female voice in this thing, and she's no stranger to it either. None at all. Just keep tuning in. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Or maybe you don't know exactly why you kept tuning in. It's because you've been liking what you've been hearing, but it's not just in the hearing, it's in what you're feeling. See, we're what, Brother Earl? We're spiritual beings having a human experience. Spiritual beings first. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Having a human experience. So if something don't trigger us spiritually, it generally don't stick, and we try not to keep it in our life, and we don't just move towards it. So, wow. Hey, Brother Earl, let me say this. Let me jump back into this here. Last night. Let me just first of all mention for some of you who don't know about the Soul Patrol band. I am OC Soul with Atlanta Show Band, which is the Soul Patrol band. If you like your music, you like your music made from scratch, you like a good old band, you like a good old guitar, you want that unfiltered, uncut drum in there, you want the top of that bass in there, you want some nice vocals, you got the whole package with the Soul Patrol band. Now, that's not quite the whole package because the Soul Patrol has its own MC. Boogaloo Jones is our MC. He makes the announcement before we hit the stage. And not only that, Boogaloo Jones sings and he performs. He's a writer. He's done so many things in the music field. He has contributed to different records that are out there now. And this kind of talent, being a part of what we do as a Soul Patrol band, just really, I think, sets us apart from so many. I hail from LA, came here, a number of years in the music scene out there. There was a number of things that I learned. So coming back and starting the Soul Patrol band, there was a number of things that I wanted to make sure was a part of it. See, because the focus is entertainment. And our motto is first we entertain and then we make good music. And I think having that perspective on it assures that we're putting a great emphasis on the entertainment part of it. Because you could do anything and or go a number of places and have some fun or some enjoyment. But the question is, were you entertained? And if so, to what degree? And just know that we're continuously working to get better and better and better at making sure that we're entertaining you. And we're so serious about it, Brother Earl, that we take suggestions, and we'll set up a suggestion box so that somebody can drop a note in there, good or bad. We're all for it. We're definitely all for it. So yeah, the Southern Soul, the Soul Patrol band with OC Soul has become Atlanta's show band, and we take that so serious. And we invite y'all to come out. And we are working on some new shows as we speak. There's some new promotions going on. There's some new alliances that are being made with other people. And some of it is going to take us away from you guys a little bit as we move forward. But expect the announcement of new shows coming towards the end of this month, August. And the only thing I can say is when it comes, make sure that you get tickets early. Tell friends, hey, be a friend and buy a friend a ticket. Nothing wrong with that, is it, Brother Earl?
Nothing wrong. And guess what, OC? Guess what?
What's that? And Brother Earl, well, thank you guys so much. Thank everybody for tuning in to this special, very special edition of the Southern Soul House Party, ladies and gentlemen. I hope that you got something out of this. We will be coming back to you with more, with our guests. Everybody, tell somebody, tell everybody, every Monday, 7 p.m. the Southern Soul House Party with Earl Z. Pearl, C. Soul, and Chell, making this thing happen. Thank you so much.